Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about something very important, the rights of people who have disabilities, both physical and mental. We will learn what these rights are, why they matter, and what we can do to support them. Disabilities rights. First, let's understand what we mean by disability. A disability is when someone has a physical or mental condition that makes daily tasks more difficult. Did you know more than 1 billion people across the world have some form of disability? That's a huge part of the population. Sadly, many of them face unfair treatment, are excluded from society, or don't get the support they need. That's why disability rights are important. They help people live with freedom, respect, and equal opportunities. And it's up to all of us to understand these rights and support to them. There are some important rights for disabled people. Disabled people deserve the same rights as everyone else. It includes being treated with respect and dignity, the right to education, the right to work and earn, access to healthcare, and being part of daily life and community, living independently and making their own choices, to getting help and tools like wheelchairs or hearing aids, being protected from abuse or unfair treatment. These are basic things that everyone should have no matter their abilities. Now move to the disability. Globally, there are laws and agreements that support disabled peoples. The UNCRPD, that is Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, it helps to protect their rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights also supports these ideas. The organizations like WHO, ILO, and UNICEF work to make life fairer for disabled peoples. These laws encourage countries to make and build and transport accessible. It provides proper education and job trainings. Now we move to the next. What about in India? In India, RPWD Act 2026 to protect their rights and recognize 21 types of disabilities. There are reserved seats and jobs for them in education and employment. The Accessible India campaign works to make public places easier to use. The government also offers financial help and accessible devices. There are some schools and training centers to help them learn and grow. There are local governments are expected to make such sure that public spaces are user friendly, but there are still some problems. Even with laws in places, disabled people still face many challenges like lack of awareness. Means many people don't know or care about their rights. It builds and places are still not accessible, like no ramps, only stairs. It's hard to find good schools or jobs. Some laws are not followed properly. There are a social stigma. People feel ashamed or are treated differently. Public transports, toilets, and buildings often are not designed for their needs. There are some lack of sign languages, interprets, or learning materials for everyone. So what we can do for this? We all have a role to play. Here is how we can help. Treat everyone equally. no matter their ability. Raise awareness, talk about this issue with others. It includes disabled people in schools, workplace, and events. Listen to their opinion and respect their choices. Speak up if you see someone being treated unfairly. Remember, accessibility is not a privilege, it is a right. Let's all work together to build a world where everyone is treated with kindness, fairness, and dignity. Thank you.